Hello everyone. So there was a question on the community, interesting question on the community about hierarchies in Jira. Now, if you're using advanced roadmaps or if you're thinking of using advanced roadmaps, then you will be creating hierarchies. And usually these hierarchies are something that you will create and define in your Jira instance after, of course, some discussion in your organization and on how you want to use the tool like Jira, of course. Now, the thing is that if you are using these hierarchies, then these hierarchies need to be defined globally across your Jira instance. For example, in Jira, we have this hierarchy, which is epic, story, and subtask. I'm talking about Jira software, of course. And in a lot of cases, you may want to have more levels on top of epics. So on top of an epic, you may want to have feature, you may want to have an initiative, and on top of feature or initiative, you may want to have outcome or goal or capability. Now, of course, you don't really want like too many levels. Usually, if you're trying to use advanced roadmaps, first of all, advanced roadmaps has a lot of use cases. Majority of people I know use it for reporting because it is actually really good because it will give you this view nicely in one place, and you can update things in bulk. For example, maybe you want to update a lot of custom fields. You can just do the updation and submit, like commit your changes. And if you are using advanced roadmaps for planning, like across different teams, different projects for a couple of months or more than a couple of months, then of course it will give you this ability to work on the hierarchy, maybe starting from a goal. Maybe your goal is that you want to capture UK market by end of Q4 2023, and you will then break down your goal into, let us say, initiatives, and then you will break it down into maybe epics and stories further. And good thing about advanced roadmaps is that you can create views for people who just want to focus on a specific level. Now, if you're a project manager, scrum master, or a developer, most likely you will only focus on epic and stories. But if you're a program manager, you want to definitely know what is happening for my initiative. You don't really want to care about how the teams are delivering it. You just want the outcome, right? But when it comes to creating these hierarchies, you have to keep in mind that these hierarchies are global. So when you are thinking of using advanced roadmaps or portfolio, like it used to be called as portfolio, then have a discussion. First agree on the approach, first agree on how you want to track the work. I don't really think, although it's a valid use case, but I don't really think it is absolutely necessary to have like different hierarchies per project. I can understand, in some of the projects, there might not be a requirement to use, let us say, like some of the levels. It is okay if you don't use some of the levels, but of course you can't really skip like a level in between. For example, you can't really have an epic point directly to a goal. You need to have in between like a feature, for example. So if you want to skip some of the levels, then of course you can skip it from the top. But ideally, try to have a discussion around it. I would, of course, try to understand why you want to have specific hierarchy levels for specific projects. And of course, if you're willing to try other apps, you can use structure, you can use EasyBI for reporting, and also structure for visualization. You can use Big Picture, for example. So there are apps that you can install. There are always reports that you can create, and you can always dump things outside Jira if you want to just focus on some complicated reports. Or maybe you want to have rolled up view of the progress where EasyBI comes into picture, and have a discussion like in your team about why. And the short answer is that you can't really have, unfortunately, specific hierarchy levels for specific projects. And that is it. That is all I wanted to talk about and share in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new. Thank you very much.